There's a lot of anecdotal advice around on improving your marriage. But if you want something you can really use that will actually make a difference and reignite your marriage, check out the link in the description below.
The question, why does marriage require hard work to keep it going? Answer by Marsha Poole. Any endeavor where you strive to be successful requires something called effort. If you don't put forth your best effort into your job, you're likely to get fired. Likewise with any goals you hope to achieve. Parenting and marriage need your undivided attention and effort. When you receive your marriage certificate, there is no statement of satisfaction guaranteed. There is no promise that you will live happily ever after in eternal bliss. There is the assumption that both parties will work, effort, towards a successful union. Some pastors require couples, who they will be marrying, to attend classes on the responsibilities of marriage. One of the downfalls in marriage is complacency. You must work to avoid this common mistake. It is easy to take your spouse for granted once you're married. You also need to learn from early marriage mistakes. Compromise and forgiveness are encouraged traits in a successful marriage. Think of marriage as painting your house. The finished product is a true picture of your effort. If you just quickly slap some cheap paint on your home, not bothering to scrape some of the old chipped paint off, and missing spots on the trim, then you will have to repaint in about 5 years. But, if you buy good, weatherized house paint and do the job correctly and patiently, you will have a nice looking home for years. So, yes, marriage does and should require work. It's not going to last without it. My best to you, and I hope I have answered your question. My qualifications for replying to your inquiry is that I've been married for over a half century. It's still a work in process. Answer by Alice Simbarovich. For the same reason why a milk farm run by a programmer with depression and a cartoonist with multiple sclerosis require hard work to keep it going. Weird analogy? Not sure at all why it's here? If you have no experience in doing some task, if you have personal health issues getting in the way, if you're at all not sure what you're doing, but everyone else is doing it, so why not? If your partnership in doing this task has no common ground and no unanimity, of course it will be hard work. Marriage is not hard work if you choose your partner wisely and with a long relationship test drive before marrying. You know your preferences and you seek someone who fulfills those. You do not think that your partner is okay that y'all make a decent person out of them yet, because hey, you're smarter and better. You are both capable of solving issues through negotiation, communication, and compromise, instead of manipulation, pressure, and aggression. You try to remove personal, mental issues that harm your relationship by working on them, not by demanding that your partner accommodated them. You have similar views on things that matter in the future: how to raise children, how to have sex, how to deal with parents, where to live, how to split incomes, how to lead social life, etc. Do you want to make your lives comfortable and safe instead of competitive and satisfying the relatives' demands, etc. In short, it's difficult if it's two incompatible people with personal issues try to have a marriage of which they have faulty understanding and in which they are incapable of collaborating. It's not difficult otherwise. Answer by Mark Allen. This is a great question, and one that isn't necessarily easy to answer, but I'll do my best to try and help you understand. First of all, a general statement regarding anything worth keeping is worth working hard for. That is especially true in marriage. Marriage, if you are serious about it, is definitely worth working hard and fighting for. So, the question becomes, are you willing to work hard for your marriage? This means that you will truly focus on the till death do us part of marriage. This means when you're out of money, and when you're low on food, and when you're low on patience, you work on it. When your employer cuts your hours or sends you away for long periods of times, and your spouse is left to manage the kids and everything on the home front, if you both are serious, you work on it, and work hard. Till death do us part should be taken with the utmost seriousness. I hope you find this to be true in your marriage. God bless.